All right, let's pick up from our last video lecture. We had this class called First, in which we were drawing the picture with the top part and the bottom part, which looked like this. And if we look into the main program, we had main call two methods, the top part and the bottom part. What I'd like to do is introduce one more level into the structure, and this is going forward. This is going to be the expectation for your assignments and labs, that the main method should typically consist of a single method call. Now, how can we do that? Let's do that by taking our first.java, first main, and it was first. I'm going to change it to first main. And you see this top part here and bottom part here. I'm going to define a topmost level method called draw picture that draws the top part and the bottom part, right? So here I'm going to say public static void, it doesn't return anything, draw picture, and this one is going to do these two method calls here. So this one is going to have top part and bottom part. The main method now is going to consist just of a single method called draw picture. And let's run this and see if this works. Yes, so we have here we have our picture. Now, if I go back to my PowerPoint that we've been looking at in the previous video, so this was our structure. I'm going to introduce another slide here. And let's see now what our program structure looks like. We have main, and then we have draw picture. And draw picture calls top part, and it calls bottom part. Top part calls top hat first and then bottom hat. Bottom part calls bottom. We don't actually, the order is not important, but it doesn't matter if you write top hat, bottom hat, but just to be, and then here, this is top hat. And then these ones are going to call the draw, top hat is going to draw 5 lines, and then it's got draw 9 lines, and then it's got draw 15 lines. So in this way, this will also have draw 15 lines, draw 9 lines. Again, I've put it in order, but it doesn't need to be ordered, draw lines. And same here, the same 3 smallest methods. So this is what your new structure is going to look like. This is going to be, the main program is going to be level 0. This is level 1. This is level 2. This is now level 3 and level 4. And we have 4 levels inside our program. How does this change our execution chart? Our execution chart is going to now look like, this is the main program. The main program calls draw picture. Draw picture calls top hat, top part, and top part calls top hat and bottom hat. And then now this is level 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is also level 3, and back to level 2, then you draw bottom part and then this one calls bottom hat and top hat. And of course here we are going to insert level 4, which is draw 5 lines. This is at level 4, draw 9 lines, and this is at level 4, draw 15 lines. So, and same for here. So this is how the execution chart is going to look like. Execution chart or the flow chart is going to look like. So now I'd like to go back to our JGrasp and make those changes. So this is draw picture, and all of those, and draw picture is defined here, is going to get called here. Draw picture calls top part and bottom part, top part calls top hat, bottom hat, and then this one is going to draw 5 lines, 9 lines, and so on. There's one more thing that I'd like to add here, that I would like, as you can see here, all the method definitions are under the main program and in the same file. We're going to add one more file to save all our method definitions. So I'm going to call this first helper, class first helper, and store this into a file called firsthelper.java. Right? So now my program has gotten split into 2 files, first main.java and firsthelper.java. What's going to go inside first helper? What's going to go inside here is all the methods from main, the method definitions. I'm going to move them out of this file. So everything up to the last curly brackets is going to go out of here, cut this out of here, and put it in first helper. So this file helper contains all the static method definitions, right? So this is what it contains. And what's in first main is now nothing except just a single call to draw picture. And this is like the app button, where you just have an app button. You don't want to see any other ugliness. That's all the code that's hidden from the user. And now if I compile, now there's one more thing. Now draw picture in this file first main does not know where this method is. So we have to help it by saying this is actually in this class called first helper, which is in a separate file, and Java will find it for us. So now let's compile this and run this. And now you can see that the program has run exactly as before, but we have now made so many changes. This is the final destination program that you need to work on and when you do your assignments or your labs. And this is exactly how the procedural decomposition and creation of structure and eliminating redundancy and iterative enhancement is done in your textbook and in your practice problems.